Mga kababayan ko dito sa Malaysia, particularly dito po sa Sabah is Malaysia and very specific dito sa Kota Kinabalu City. Ito, nandito naman tayo si Nick Talk, The Real Talk with Nico. And apa macam? Selamat pagi. Mga kababayan ko din sa Pilipinas or mga kababayan ko, mga countrymen ko sa iba-ibang parte ng mundo, especially itong mga overseas Filipino workers, I would like to say magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Salamat pagi, salamat patang, salamat malang kung nasaan man kayo ngayon. Sana okay na okay ang buhay ninyo, no? Kung nasaan man kayo. And today is already October 15, Wednesday na tayo, no? Wednesday na tayo. Mag-usap-usap tayo tungkol sa itong nagiging viral na po yan sa social media tungkol ang possibility, no? Or ang mga ideas, proposals, or mga ideas tungkol pwede ba si former Speaker Martin Romualdez be included, no? Sa State Witness Protection Program. Yan po ang mga balita-balita ngayon po sa Pilipinas or dyan po sa social media. No? Nag-usap-usap ang mga tao, mga Filipino. Mayroon affirmative, mayroon gusto, mayroon din sabihin hindi pwede. No? Because ang State Witness Protection Program po para sa mga tao least guilty. And we are talking about itong investigation being carried out by Independent Commission for Infrastructure dyan po sa Pilipinas, created by President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Para malaman natin kung how far is the gravity of the scandal, no? Which involves billions and trillions of taxpayers money. Kaya nga galit na galit ang mga tao po, no? Galit na galit ang mga tao when it comes to itong corruption scandal ngayon dyan po sa Pilipinas. Hindi lang flood control projects. Mayroon din mga anomalya, no? Tungkol sa, when you talk about flood control projects, mayroon mga ghost projects. Ang dami po, no? The latest that we received based on the initial investigation na mayroon tayong 421 ghost projects identified na out of the mayroon a total of nationwide ito, no? Nationwide, mayroon tayo 29,800 infrastructure projects sa Pilipinas, no? Sa Pilipinas, 238 something infrastructure projects throughout the country. And out of the 238, 288,000 infrastructure projects, mayroon tayo a total of 29,800 flood control projects. And out of the 29,800 flood control projects dyan sa Pilipinas from 2018 hanggang 2025, they already discovered na there mayroon something like 421 ghost projects. Ghost project pala, no? We are not talking about substandard projects. Ghost projects, ibig sabihin, ghost project, mga kababayan ko dito sa Sabah, ibig sabihin, ghost project, wala talagang proyekto. Wala talagang proyekto, but nagbayad na ang gobyerno. Nagbayad na ang gobyerno sa mga contractors. And malaking halaga yon po. And dahil dyan po, ghost project, ibig sabihin, hanggang ngayon, ang mga Pilipino is still suffering pagdating ang sabihin natin na baha or kung may typhoon sa Pilipinas, yan pa rin ang problema natin. Submerged pa rin ang mga areas natin. Mayroon namatay, mayroon din ang mga properties natin destroyed, agriculture, sector is badly affected. And hindi lang yan po, even ang turismo, everything is being affected as a result of the domino effect of the, sabihin natin, baha o flood dyan po sa Pilipinas dahil sa typhoon. So, dahil dyan, galit na galit ang mga Pilipino. But anyway, Okay, let's go back. Balik tayo sa sa issue natin tungkol posible ba si former speaker Martin Romualdez. Martin Romualdez will be included under the State Witness Protection Program. Ibig sabihin na hindi siya ang mastermind dyan sa corruption na yon. Papayag ba kayo? Anong mga opinion ninyo? Bahala po, no? Mga kababayan ko dito sa Sabah. But I already spoke to some of my friends, mga kababayan ko dito sa Sabah. Sabi na malaking kalokohan. Malaking kalokohan kung sakali ang Department of Justice dyan po sa Pilipinas will accept the application of former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Representative Martin Romualdez, dyan po sa programa, State Witness Protection Program. Malaking kalokohan ito. Anyway, based sa title natin, let's hear, let's see and let's comment a little bit on itong statement ni Senator Amy Marcos, who is the super ate of our President, si President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos, regarding itong issue na State Witness Protection program po. So let me share with you muna. Nandito po ang video clip natin tungkol kay Senator Amy Marcos when he was asked by the national reporters, media, dyan po sa Manila, ang reaction niya tungkol sa itong issue na ito. Itong issue. So let's listen and watch first and then we'll give a little comment po. A little comment. Nandito po. Let's watch and listen to this.
Ano ba naman sila? Yung mga dapat state witness, hindi yung pinaka-guilty. Ano ba naman yan? Talaga naman na tinutumbok ng sangkatutak na ebidensya na sa Kongreso nagmula ang iba't ibang kalokohan. Kaya kinakailangan suriin natin maigi, pambihira naman, magbibidabidahan pa ngayon.
Naman design ka sa ICI.
Sorry?
Design ka sa ICI.
Ay, hindi ako nakikialam dyan, independent daw sila. Daw,
Si Romualdez, pwede daw siya i-publicize ng kanyang statement kung saan siya nakaisip.
wala namang problema yung salin. Ang tanong, totoo ba yun? Totoo bang yun lang?
What do you mean the reason why? Bakit umarap siya sa ICI? Anong nakikita niyo dito?
Hindi ko alam.
Sabihin niyo,
Panibagong script mo yan. Parang Korean telenovela. Bagong plot twist. Wag muna tayo lumagdag.
Hindi mataas ang expectations na may magagawa yung ICI, dati na sila.
Yan ang niniwala ko sa mga members ng ICI. Wag lang tayo magpaandar sa kung ano-anong gimmick dyan.
Ayun ba, narinig natin si Senator Amy Marcos, ang super ate ni President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos. Okay, she touched on this, itong State Witness Protection Program. So, klarong-klaro, what she was saying is that, ano naman yan? Si Martin ba ang less guilty? Kasi the way we look at it, nakikita natin po, based on mga media reports sa social media, ang mga usapan-usapan ng mga tao, Filipino, both doon po sa Pilipinas, dito po sa Malaysia, and mga other overseas Filipino workers sa iba-ibang parte ng mundo, na parang nakita natin, na he is not the least guilty. In fact, mayroon nga mga suspicions na he is maybe the number 2 mastermind. Kasi we are not only talking about mastermind, we are talking about mastermind with S. Sino yan po? So, mention already ang pangalan ni former Congressman Saldico. And of course, si Martin Romualdez, Representative Martin Romualdez. At saka, hindi yung dalawang tao will do that big, big, sabihin natin, anomalous activities po involving billions and not trillions of peso coming from the taxpayers' money, no? Kung wala pa mas mataas sa kanila who is aware of what are the things that they are doing. Involved na po, mention na po sa investigation ng Blue Ribbon Committee, and also it was also confirmed sa ICI na mayroon mga pangalan lumabas na po, mga pangalan ng mga senador, pangalan ng mga congressmen, of course, ang opisyales ng Department of Public Works and Highways. And they will be facing criminal charges and administrative charges already po, coming from the mouth of Department of Public Works and Highway, si Secretary Vince Dizon. And of course, yesterday, lumabas na din po ang balita na they're going to file ang ICI, will be recommending sa Ombudsman ang filing of these several people involved dyan po sa scandal. Sa scandal po. So, yun po ang out of, let's say, 10 out of 10 Filipinos, 8 are saying imposible po, kalokohan talaga ito po if Representative Martin Romualdez will be included sa State Witness Protection Program. Kayo, what do you think po? What do you think? Dapat lang ba? Let's give this State Witness Protection Program kay Martin Romualdez. After yesterday, he said, after attending the hearing, dyan po sa ICI, that he said, he submitted his affidavit already, and he said he is going to reveal all the necessary informations because wala siyang kasalanan dyan. He's not involved sa anomalous transactions sa flood control projects po. And of course, dyan po sa 2025 national budget, which has been described as the worst national budget in the history of the Philippines. And ngayon, mayroon pa tayong problema na naman, yung 2026 national budget na hindi pa tapos. We are still waiting for the BICAM result, and then it will be signed by President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos. Now, balik tayo dyan kay Representative Martin Romualdez. Yun po, do you agree that he will be given the State Witness Protection Program? Karamihan ng mga Filipinos, even dito po sa Sabah, we disagree. Okay, next. Yung announcement ni Ombudsman Crispin Boying Remulla, sabi niya ang SALM will be made public. Now, ang reaksyon naman ni Super Ate, she said, walang problema ang SALM. Walang problema. Ang problema lang dyan, whether totoo lahat doon sa SALM. Whether itong mga people involved, or those elected officials, government officials po, will be declaring the real assets, assets nila sa SALM. Duda din si Senator Amy Marcos. See? Now, when we talk about ICI, sabi naman ni Senator Amy Marcos, wala akong problema sa ICI. Because they say they are independent commission daw. He used the word daw. In other words, when you use the word daw, in other words, si Senator Amy Marcos, duda din. Duda din sa ICI Commission. Sa ICI Commission. So, lahat negative si Senator Amy Marcos when it comes to this. No? When it comes to these issues po. Yun po ang issue ngayon dyan sa Pilipinas. Yun ang mga Filipinos ngayon, that includes also ang mga Filipinos sa Sabah, o sa Malaysia, sa Sabah, sa Kota Kinabalu po. We are closely monitoring itong developments on the issue. So sa inyo, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Okay, let me read you a story, a news article ito po, no? Tingnan natin if I can get it, yeah. Let me read you a portion ng ito po. Romualdez, a state witness in flood control mess. Tala says it depends on his narrative. Depende na po. Okay, nandito po ang balita. It will depend on the pieces of information that will be disclosed by later Representative and former Speaker Martin Romualdez on whether he could be considered a state witness in the flood control project's investigation. Malacanang said kahapon or yesterday po. This matter would also depend on the Department of Justice if he can be considered as a state witness. It will depend on what he will say. Ibig sabihin si Representative or Congressman Martin Romualdez. This will also depend on the Department of Justice if he can be considered as a state witness, and this matter will be recommended to a court. So it will really depend on what will happen. We cannot say yet if he can be a state witness or not. Yan ang sabi ang Malacanang. Romualdez earlier faced on Tuesday the Independent Commission for Infrastructure inquiring over his alleged involvement in the flood control mess, saying he has nothing to hide. Wala na po, is not hiding anything, sabi ni Romualdez. He has denied all accusations against him. I am willing to do anything that will help speed up the investigation because like every Filipino, I want the truth to be established without delay, Romualdez, a lawyer, said. Romualdez earlier denied involvement in securing kickbacks from the flood control projects as alleged by contractor, husband and wife, Curly and Sara Diskaya, during the Senate inquiry into the flood control project. He denied similar allegations made by Orly Guteza, who identified him as former security consultant for resigned Ako Bicol Party List Representative Saldi Co. Ito si Orly, he is the one who said na witness siya po in delivering 35 suitcases sa bahay ni Congressman Martin Romualdez. And ano sa loob ng suitcases po? Pera po. Pera and amounting to billions of pesos. Amounting of billions of pesos. And sabi niya po si Congressman Martin Romualdez, sabi niya, hindi yon totoo. Hindi yon totoo po. Hindi yan totoo. So with this kind of initial findings po, both from the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee and mga media reports po, do you think Congressman Martin Romualdez is the least guilty sa case na ito po? Do you think he is the least guilty? Hindi natin alam, no? Pero karamihan ng mga Filipinos, I'm sorry to say this, karamihan ng mga Filipinos, they said, hindi pwede to include or give that state witness protection program kay Martin or Congressman Martin Romualdez. Sa palagay ninyo po, how do you think? Siguro hanggang dito na lang muna ang programa natin, Nick Talk, The Real Talk with Nico. Think about it. Magdasal tayo po na dapat ang katotohanan will come out. The truth hurts, but dapat lang po, the truth must come out. Pwede tayo magtago, but sa bandang huli, lalabas na lalabas din ang katotohanan. And yon ang gusto namin po, mga Filipinos. Hindi lang ang truth, ang katotohanan, we also want that itong mga tao involved sa itong scandalous, anomalous deals, sa flood control projects, and at the same time itong 2025 national budget po, will be put behind bars. And one more thing, we want that whatever stolen from us sa taong bayan, sa mga tao, ang taxpayers natin, we want that the government, itong mga tao po, they have to return the stolen wealth, galing sa taxpayers' money. So hanggang dito na lang. Ito po, si Nico Fabian, mag-isip-isip tayo and magdasal tayo po. Bye!